Alexis MacAllister's best player of all time. That was a big one. I know this is very simplistic, but like in the game, you'd be like, no, just give me a comfortable win, please. Just get the job done, be professional, clean sheet, score a couple of goals, and let's move on. But would we be feeling this way? Would we be feeling like this if that had happened? Anyway, you know, one of those where you're just getting settled into the match and then you're like,
United looking to do the same, and they have the chance.
Were it not for a player that I'm proud to not just call my friend, but my brother, Big Queeve, CK. I mean, without that save, I mean, they really parked the bus then. It's a different game altogether. I just think of the amount of sliding doors moments that he's averted single-handedly. League Cup final or, you know, countless games since then where you're just like, he doesn't make that save and it's a completely different game. I think I've seen a stat where it's like he's now played as many games for us this year as Alisson. And it's like, just, the standard is just so high. I just love you, Queeve. Thank you, man. I told you everything I needed to tell you on the phone last night, but I'm saying it publicly here. Now, goal number 1. Just, you fucking beautiful man.
Striker! Eat that!
Here's how special this goal was. This is the first goal that I had a positive footballing interaction with my daughter, and not just like I hate football, I hate Liverpool. Because I had showed her the video from a few days ago of like the Earth meeting thing, you know, like that skit that they did where Darwin drew the horse. And like she thought that was really funny. And so I just chanced that. I was like, do you remember that guy who drew the horse in the video a few days ago? She's like, yeah. I'm like, look at this goal he just scored. And so she's watching it and she cracked up laughing. She's like, does that count? I was like, yeah. And the two of us were laughing. The first positive footballing interaction with my daughter. And who else would provide it? The thing about it is as well, I looked back, I was like, he's practically at the halfway line when that pass is made back to their keeper. Like, he just sees, he gets a sniff, a sense of something. He sees something we don't.
What he said. What he said.
I mean, I have many different reactions to goals, but one of my favourite reactions is just straight up laughter. So, where does it rank on the fucking yes scale? I'll tell you what. First positive footballing interaction with my daughter. That's a big one. The sheer comedy of the goal. The madness of the goal. The opportunism of the goal. And the fact that it gets the Darwin Nunez boost. Everything gets bumped up 1 anyway when he's involved. Fucking yes scale. It's a 10. Well deserved. Well deserved, Darwin. Fucking love you, mate. So we get to halftime, and 1-0. You're like, okay, right, you know, get the second goal, kill it off, get comfortable. I mean, their goal was a bit of a freak goal as well, and I feel bad for Bradley because he was having a fantastic game up until that point. It was just one of those where you're like, shit. I would love a clean sheet. I'm not gonna lie. Normally, when we let the other team score first every game, I'm always like I'm not worried. Especially if it's at Anfield, I'm like, I'm not worried. That period of like 60 minutes to 90 minutes at Anfield, good luck. For whatever reason, like this was one where I was actually like, shit, because it was, I don't know why. Maybe it was just because the goal was scored in the second half, but I was nervous. I was very nervous. And then like they score and like we were preparing subs and so Salah comes off and I'm like, okay. And then as the time went on, I'm like, this is going to be one of those freak games where it's just like the 2 goals were mad. Darwin's goal and their goal were a bit mad. They're going to park the bus now. Salah's off. Even though we have a team full of goal scorers, I was like, where's the goal coming from? There was just a period, and to be fair, the fans kept singing, kept supporting them the entire way. That's why I love this team. But yeah, I was genuinely nervous, and you're just thinking then 75, 76, 77 minutes. I'm just like, how are we here? How are we here now that we need another one of these? Like, can't we just win? You got Arsenal and City fans now. They're all like, And that's what makes what happened after all the sweeter. Alexis MacAllister, you son of a bitch. You beautiful little bastard. You wizard.
Shit! Did you see that? He must have a foot like a traction engine.
Oh. The satisfaction levels of this goal are off the charts. I mean, let's just look at the satisfaction levels here, okay? It drops, and then you're just waiting to see who's coming into frame to take this shot. And you see the number 10 on the back. I'm like, yes. And then the technique. God. Hits it. It's an absolute, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever used this word before on the show. It's a thunder. Okay? It's a level up from thunder bastard. And I'm sorry to be crass, but it's the only appropriate word. Like when you're needing a goal, that's just the ultimate, like, if it had have been a not aesthetically pleasing goal, if it had have been like a weak shot, the keeper kind of hits off his arm and it just trickles over the line, you'd still be like, yes. But something like this, just the sheer force, it's exactly what you want to happen every time the ball drops to someone in that position. Oh, it makes me so happy. Anfield erupts. Fucking yes, Scale. It's another 10. And I mean, not just the goal. Endo wasn't there, so he had to do a bit more of the Charlie work. If you're an Always Sunny fan, and like the amount of times he won the ball back in key positions that you're just straight up applauding. I'm like, fucking hell, he's good. Then he scores the goal. Then 5 minutes later, he smashes it off the bar with a free kick from miles out. I'm like, is he the best player in the world or what? Last week I made a comparison to him being Messi. Well, he's better than Messi, okay? Siri, define fucking steal of the century in the dictionary, please. What else can I say about him? I'll be watching that goal for a long time.
And another!
And then the icing on the cake, yes, we've won this goal, Gakpo. With a real striker's finish of a header. His hairstyle is looking more dangerous as well. Just saying. I was just made up for him. I was like, yes, Cody. Yeah, cop end as well. Like, that's the game. Thank you very much. So yeah, delighted for him. And I was delighted how, like, I love Darwin's reaction here to Gakpo. He's just like, yes! Made up from fucking yes scale 8. Who else can I single out here? Diaz, absolutely fantastic again. I just think the person marking Diaz when Liverpool have the ball must be like, don't pass to Diaz, don't pass to my man, don't pass to Diaz. Fuck, you passed to him. All right, we're off, are we? This again, is it? Just fucking go. Oh, Bradley was great. Robertson, when he came on, I think those subs, Robertson and Elliott, really just dialed it up a little bit. Robertson played really well. Elliott made an instant impact. I mean, on his 21st birthday as well. He's only 21. I keep forgetting how young he is. And then after the game, you've got the Klopp fist bumps. I mean, you can visibly see him soaking in the Anfield atmosphere when they're singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" before kickoff, and he's just sitting there, and I'm just like, so emphatic fist pumps at the Kop end. And then, luckily, the way the kickoff times worked out, there's still like whatever, half an hour to go, 45 minutes to go in the Chelsea United match, which was a mad match. So you're like, oh, that was nice. Like, oh, I'll stick on this match. I see these two idiots battle it out. And then you're like, all right, United won, Chelsea, lol. And then the 2 goal, like Chelsea score 2 in like the 100th minute. And it's just like, fucking... Oh, I went to bed so happy. But part of me was like, oh, I actually kind of wish United had won, so they'd get a sense of like, oh, hey, we can, if we play like this, we'll win again. But the fact that they lost so dramatically, I was like, they'll probably be a little more pumped up, but fucking come at us. That's what we want. Please give us now a like and subscribe if you're into this sort of thing. If you're feeling generous, you can support me on Ko-Fi. The link's below. No pressure. And I will be making these mugs for sale soon. Just got to find my supplier. But within the next week or two, they'll be available to order. If you want. Just fucking yes, man. And one man, 4% of you. Anyway, thank you very much for the support. Up the Reds, up Alexis MacAllister, and up all of you.